Good morning, friends. In this live, we take a moment to continue on this Sabbath day morning our reading of the book of Job. Thank you for joining us as we read together from Job. Let's start as we always do by taking a look at the big picture. Oh, that's not the big picture. There's the big picture. Job. We're in chapter 6. So here we are in the lengthiest portion of this book, chapters 3 through 37, the interaction, the dialogue between Job and the friends. It's a constant back and forth. We're picking up in the midst of Job's response to Eliphaz. So Job is the one speaking in this moment here where we pick up. As is the norm, I'll be reading from the left-hand column, which is a Jewish Bible, specifically the complete Jewish Bible. And in the right-hand column, you see the text as it is found in a Christian Bible, specifically the New Revised Standard Version, updated edition. I'll use that primarily to bring into our understanding those moments when Jewish biblical language is unique and different than what we're accustomed to. Like, for example, you see right at the beginning, Job in Jewish biblical language is identified by his Hebrew name, Iyov, Iyov. Iyov. That's Job. The other interesting one that I'll point out here, there are a number of Hebrew names for God, and one that we've come into contact with already in Job is El Shaddai, only the El hasn't been there. Here it is. El is just a generic reference to God, like God in English. El Shaddai is God Almighty. So if you look over here at verse 4, left-hand column for the arrows of Shaddai, right-hand column for the arrows of the Almighty. So Shaddai is simply Almighty. Okay. Set the timer here. Verse 24? Yes, verse 24. That's where we're starting up today. So let's scroll down to verse 24 and continue with Job's response in this moment. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Mom. Merry Christmas. Oh, yes, it's day 10 of the 12 days. Day 10. Teach me, and I will be silent. Make me understand how I am at fault. Honest words are forceful indeed. But what do your arguments prove? Do you think your own words constitute argument, while the speech of a desperate man is merely wind? I suppose you would even throw dice for an orphan, or barter away your friend. So now I beg you, look at me. Would I lie to your face? Think it over, please. Don't let wrong be done. Think it over again. My cause is just. Am I saying something wrong? Can't I recognize trouble when I taste it? Human life on earth is like serving in the army. Yes, we drudge through our days like a hired worker, like a slave longing for shade, like a worker thinking only of his wages. So I am assigned months of meaninglessness. Troubled nights are my lot. When I lie down, I ask, when can I get up? But the night is long and I keep tossing to and fro until daybreak. My flesh is clothed with worms and dirt. My skin forms scabs that ooze pus. My days pass more swiftly than a weaver's shuttle and come to their end without hope. Remember that my life is but a breath. My eyes will never again see good times. The eye that now sees me will see me no more. While your eyes are on me, I will be gone. Like a cloud dissolving and disappearing, so he who descends to Sheol won't come back up. He will not return again to his house, and his home will know him no more. Therefore, I will not restrain my mouth, but will speak in my anguish of spirit and complain in my bitterness of soul. Am I the sea or some sea monster that you put a guard over me? When I think that my bed will comfort me, that my couch will relieve my complaint, then you terrify me with dreams and frighten me with visions. I would rather be strangled. Death would be better than these bones of mine. I hate it. I won't live forever, so leave me alone, for my life means nothing. What are mere mortals that you make so much of them? Why do you keep them on your mind? Why examine them every morning and test them every moment? Won't you ever take your eyes off of me, at least long enough for me to swallow my spit? Suppose I do sin. How do I harm you, you scrutinizer of humanity? Why have you made me your target, so that I am a burden to you? Why don't you pardon my offense and take away my guilt? For soon I will lie down in the dust. You will seek me, but I will be gone. That's the end of Job's response, and we get a new voice, a new friend, speaking up here in chapter 8. But before we jump into that, Does it feel like Job was responding to his friend? Or does it feel like Job is speaking to God, as if his friend isn't even there? I know how it feels to me. Interesting thing to ponder. Chapter 8. Bildad the Suchi, the Shuhite, spoke next. How long will you go on talking like this? What you are saying is raging wind. Does God distort judgment? Does Shaddai pervert justice? If your children sinned against him, he left them to be victims of their own offense. If you will earnestly seek God and plead for Shaddai's favor, if you are pure and upright, then he will rouse himself for you and fulfill your needs. Then, although your beginnings were small, your future will be very great indeed. Ask the older generation and consider what their ancestors found out. For we who were born yesterday know nothing. Our days on earth are but a shadow. They will teach you, they will tell you, they will say what is in their hearts. Can papyrus grow except in a marsh? Can swamp grass flourish without water? Well, still green, before being cut down, it dries up faster than any other plant. Such are the paths of all who forget God. The hope of a hypocrite will perish. His confidence is mere gossamer, his trust a spider's web. He can lean on his house, but it won't stand. He can hold on to it, but it won't last. For its destruction will come like the lush growth of a plant in the sun. Its shoots may spread out over its garden, but meanwhile its roots cause the stone house to collapse as it seizes hold of the rocks. Someone who tears it away from its place denies he has ever seen it. Yes, this is the joy of the way of the godless. And out of the dust will spring up others like him. Look, God will not reject a blameless man, nor will he uphold wrongdoers. He will yet fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with shouts of joy. Those who hate you will be clothed with shame, and the tent of the wicked will cease to exist. We went a little bit further because when I noticed that we were at a break right here between 19 and 20, the timer was out. I also noticed 3 verses. And oh, look, chapter 9, a change in voice. Yeah, finish it off. So, indeed, friends, that's where we'll pick up next time that we pick up Job. Chapter 9, verse 1. That's where we shall be next time. Friends, in a moment we will be live again, and we will be live in order to offer our prayers, our morning prayers. This morning, day 10 of Christmas. Shabbat Shalom, Merry Christmas. See you in a few moments. for morning prayer.